t-shirts now since it is a summer camp. But you know, you've probably seen some of these shirts around, because I have had kids that attended this camp that wear these shirts religiously all year long, because I see them all year. I'll say, hey, where you're going to have to purchase them. Free. Yes. And the volunteers get shirts also. And an idea we haven't done before, but I think would be a good idea, is for the volunteers to have a different color shirt. And maybe even say volunteer on it, or staff, or something. Because since we do have younger volunteers, sometimes it's hard to distinguish the volunteers from the people who are there for the camp. It kind of gets all, of course we all have fun anyways, but that would be a good idea for anybody who's developing that. For the campers that are there, we usually break them up into 3 color-coded groups, and we usually try to buy bracelets so that we can distinguish who's in what colored group. Does that make sense? Since there's 3 stations, then we'll say, okay, yellow group, games and activities, blue group to crafts. You know, it's just an easy way to do that. So bracelets is an excellent idea, and if we could have that as part of advertisement too, it could have our live strides on it, then they could wear that all year long too. They could just wear that. Good idea. Good question. You get the question of the day award. Yes.
Is there an age group that you want your volunteers to be at? Like a certain age?
Maturity comes in all different ages. So it just is based on your responsibility, dependability, and maturity. I've had volunteers from 10 years on up. That would be good, yes. It also depends on the volunteer too.
Okay, so with the t-shirts and bracelets, would you be okay with like splitting them up into groups and having their t-shirt be that color so that it might be easier to tell?
Probably not. That would get more complicated, and really the reason we do the color codes is based on their severity level too. How much need they have. And that might stereotype them a little bit, so we probably don't want to do that. Plus, they're going to be jealous if they get a color that and they like the other color too. So
I can see problems there.
Yeah.
Do you know how many kids in our area that have disabilities that don't know about Love Strides?
I don't know that. I would think I might be surprised at what that number might be, though, because we think of our areas, not just Highland. You know, parents would drive their kids all the way from Cave City, Salem, Mammoth. So our area is kind of a broad area for something like this. So I'm sure it would be. I would be surprised by that number. Anybody else? Yes. Looking for some good halters and saddles. We do most of our equine facilitated therapy. We do bareback, but we use bareback pads, and we use sursingles. I don't know if anybody familiar with sursingles, but it's basically just a thing that goes around the horse that has a handle on it, and those come in all shapes and forms. And I've had to make my own because they're kind of costly. So sursingles is something I really need right now. Some really good sursingles. Some improvements, hang on just a second, let's get that. Some improvements that we want to do this year, I'm going to just throw out there real quickly. I'm going to have to add a Hoyer lift to my ramp where they load and get on and off a horse. The treatment building we have right now, you walk into it, it's Bald Eagle Barn treatment building, you walk into it, and then you walk out the back door and you're on a loading ramp. You're on a deck. And then they get onto the horse from that deck. So people that are in wheelchairs, we can push them into the treatment building, we push them right on out the back, and they're ready to load the horse. There's also another ramp on the other side, and we get them on the horse, and then we walk down the steps and we're in the arena, okay? Some of those kids we're seeing in wheelchairs are getting really big to lift. So we're having to rig up a Hoyer lift system this year that's actually in the ramp, the loading area, that will pick them up out of their chairs and swing them around and sit them on the horse. So I have to add that. That's going to be a big cost this year. Another big cost for me this year that I need to get started on is The arena needs some work. We expanded the arena last year. It has some parts that settled, so I have to buy some new loads of sand. Thirdly, we are going to do a sensory obstacle course in the arena itself. And that is something I'm researching right now also. But that's also going to be another cost. So 3 big improvement areas we're going to expand with this year. Something around horses, but not necessarily. And I like to do things that promote their eye-hand coordination or fine motor coordination.
Like Play-Doh and stuff like that.
Something they usually can make and take home with them. Because what we do is during the week, as they make the crafts of things, we'll have an area that we put them in a bag or something, and at the end of the week, they take all the stuff they made home. So some of the things we've made in the past, we've done leather tooling where they've made coasters. They've made picture frames, and at the end of the week, we put their picture in them. Somebody last year did scrapbooking pages where they did pictures of them on the horse. Kind of the sky's the limit on that, but we like to promote those good eye-hand coordination skills as we're doing it. I like to have a purpose for doing it.